Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today's video is going to be with this Mcgrath Labs palette. It's absolutely beautiful packaging, is it not? And I don't know, I think this colour story is out of my comfort zone. Now, I didn't get this, I was kindly sent it to me by Influenster. These two shades here, these mattes, are way too dark to use by themselves, so I thought, where are you? I thought we could get some use out of the Urban Decay Naked palette as well. Just for the transition shade and maybe a brow bone highlight shade, so that one looks like that. Had it for a hot minute and just not used it, so I do want to start bringing palettes in like this for when eyeshadows are too dark. It's pointless putting this shade here, the lightest one. I will be using it obviously, but it's more of an orange based shade. It's pointless putting that all over the crease and have nothing to blend it out with and things like that. So yeah, even though we are testing this palette out, I do want to use the Urban Decay Naked to go with it. And then on top of that, I have got a bit of a haul from a few different places, but not enough to fill a video. I think going forward, if I buy things, it will just be added into the video that I do at the time, and then what I'll do is title it and then I'll just put plus mini haul or something like that. I'm not going to do dedicated mini haul videos anymore. I just feel like they don't get the views anyway, and that's fine. If they don't get the views, they don't get the views, but it's wasting my time in uploading and editing when I can be doing a different video for you guys. So let me just talk about the community poll that we did, and let me tell you where this one ranked. It is the next one. Right, so 2 days ago I put, hi beauties, it's that time again to pick what palette you want to see me use next. Thanks for continuing to vote on this community poll. So Primark Honey palette got 36%. Mcgrath has got 36%, which is this one. So they're joint, but I do want to use this Mcgrath one more than the Primark one. We'll use the Primark one next, and whatever goes up in the vote or comes down, we'll put that one up first. And then Rude Cosmetics got 27%, so there's 11 votes in total. People do tend to vote later on, so like I said, whichever video wins, say Primark Honey gets 40%, then that one will go up first, and vice versa. So let's put on an eyeshadow that I can use as my base. Is the one, yeah, WOS, that one there, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Where's my mirror? Oh, it's there. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll film this look and then I'll show you the haul at the end. So I'm just going to go in with WOS. Normally I use my Too Faced chocolate bar palette, but I thought I'd use this today. Right, and then I want to go in with this blending brush. I'm just gonna use some cleansing spray that I've got, which I'll talk to you about in the whole video because it's new. I think that'll do it. Right, so what shade can we use? Maybe Naked 2, this one here. That'll make a really nice transition shade, I think. A lot of these have got huge dips in. I don't know why I didn't continue work on them as a pan that palette. My hair fever is kicking off so much. This weekend is going to be a nightmare, guys, because when I say this weekend, what's the date? The date today is 13th of July. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but they're saying it's going to reach up to 35 degrees. So we've got warnings in place at the moment. And I was speaking to my friend over at Beauty Dreams by Naomi, and she's like, blimey, you're going to feel it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going out. I am literally not going out this weekend. I would absolutely bake if I did. And I would get so sunburnt. Like, for us pale girls, it really isn't worth it. I do actually need to get some sunscreen. I've seen some at my local Tesco, factor 50, so I feel like I just want to pick that up. And I'm going to go back in with Walk of Shame. Get a blending out brush. Okay, right, so now then we're going to go in with, need to find the names. The only thing I don't like about this palette so far is the plastic that comes in it. It doesn't have any shade names on the back, so if you use this plastic then you're kind of snookered. So, got that in upside down. So I mean, it's really annoying. Okay, so it's called Peach Dust. I would say that's more of an orange, but let's see how it applies on the lids. I'm gonna go back in with this Real Techniques brush. Oh my gosh, it's got so much fallout on it. I'm hoping the camera's picking it up, but let's see how it blends. Normally with Pat McGrath eyeshadows you don't get that much fallout, but seems to be blending out okay. A lot of fallout though, guys. Let me know if you've got this palette. I'm hoping when I get the Utopian Dreams it doesn't have that much fallout. I mean, it's only fallout as long as it blends away nice. That's all that matters really. Right, and I'm just wiping that off. And we're going to go in with a deeper shade just on the outer V, which is called, I think, Hedonistic Rose, yeah. Right, so that's that, and then in with a finger. Right, so this one's okay, Hedonistic Rose. That one's not got much fallout, but this one has got a lot of fallout. So then, I think it's this shade I want to use, this duochrome. What's that one called? Yeah, Fuchsia Flame. We're going to be using that. This one's quite gritty compared to the other ones that I swatched. I have done a shorts video, so if you want to check the swatches out, you can find them there. Right. I'm going to need glitter glue. Right, so for glitter glue, I'm just using the W7 Sparkle Slay. For a lot of Pat McGrath's special shades, you do need glitter glue. They just don't stick to the eyes. Not to the eyes, to the eyelids. Do it. It's not the most pigmented, guys. Buildable though. I was talking to a couple of my friends and I'm in agreement with them. They're like, that'll make a really nice companion palette with the other ones I've got. I really do feel like it would. On its own, I don't think they'll get much use out of it. But it's Pat McGrath and I'm happy to have it. I've got a slight obsession with Pat McGrath at the moment. Going forward, there's not much eyeshadow palettes I want. There's one coming up from Cosmic Brushes, their Serenity palette, and I've just been using a seconds palette that I got from them as well. That one is called the Royal Rose palette, and if that's anything to go by on how the Serenity palette's going to perform, it's going to be amazing. So I definitely want that. And then I want the Utopian Dreams, which I'm getting for Christmas anyway. And then I just want singles going forward, because I've not seen any other palettes that have, you know, spoken to me. There's a quad that I want that's quite pinky toned. I did think I wanted the Astral Blitz Ritualistic Rose palette by Mcgrath. I don't want it. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the swatches. Naomi's just got that as well, so I'd be interested in seeing what her opinion is of it. And even Naomi said in the latest haul video, if you're not subscribed to her, go and check her out at Beauty Dreams by Naomi. She even said that she might be getting buyer's remorse with that, but she'd need to try it first. I'm glad I didn't buy it. I was contemplating getting it when they did the 30% sale, but I just thought, no. If you're not gravitating towards it now, when you've seen the swatches, you're not going to use it all that much. So I'm just going to go and get my eye makeup remover, because I want to kind of make the lines a little bit sharper. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've got it. So I really like this. And it's really inexpensive as well, so put some of that on. I do feel like I need to do a bit of a blend with a lighter shade from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, but let's get a brush, and not that one, and let's see what I can go in with here. It's just I've made it too deep in the crease. There really isn't anything. What have we got in my Too Faced chocolate bar? Right, maybe I might completely ruin this, but maybe salted caramel will do it. I'm not going to show it to you just because it's part of That palette, and I don't want to show you the progress. It's still pretty deep. I think that shade from the Urban Decay palette was too dark to begin with. Okay, right, so for in the corner, let's go back into the Mcgrath. I want to use this one. It's called Pink Champagne, so that's that one. And even this looks deep. Not too bad. And then for lash line, I'm going to start off with this one here. What was it called again? Peach something or other. Dusk, even though it's more of an orange. I do like the shade, definitely more like fallouty than the other one, like I said. Right, I thought I'd be going in with the other shade. I'm not doing. I'm just going to leave it like that. The other eyeshadow was more red based, which we all know I don't like. Right, so we've not done too bad. We've used 4 out of the 6 eyeshadows. Still 2 shimmers to use. I think I'll do 3 days, 3 looks with it, guys. I'm going to go in now with mascara. Okay, so that's that done. Then I want to go in with a bit more of that Use Your Flame, because I love it. It's, I would say, like it says, a fuchsia shade, but then it's got a blue shift. Definitely the best shade in the palette. And I'm not just going off today's first impression, I'm going off the swatches that I did on my YouTube shorts. I might actually try and put that video into this video. I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out, or I might just put clips of it, clips of the swatches. Yeah, I'm liking that. I just need to grab a lipstick and then we can talk about the haul. I'm not liking the crease as much. I mean, can we not build this up, do you think? Let's go with a different blending brush. This one's pretty clean. I don't think it's not been used before actually. It's one of the Primark brushes I've got. I just don't want to make it more muddy than it already is. I don't like that Urban Decay shadow I used. I think it was Walk of Shame. Yeah, I'm just making it more muddy. Right, so we'll just leave it as it is then, because I don't want to take it off and restart, but I won't be using that shade tomorrow. There is no shades in here. I probably have to use a different palette. Tomorrow I might use my Project Pan palette, but this shade here, I would say it's more of a contour shade, which, yeah, it does look it, to be honest. But that's that, and I think we're finished with the palette for now. Stunning, guys. On first impressions, it's really, really stunning. I won't talk too much about this palette, just purely because at the end of July, we'll be rounding up the palettes, ranking them from least favourite to favourite of what I've used in July. My June one's just gone up. Ignore the fact that I kept saying May throughout that. I tried in the video to basically say it was June and not May. I'm getting so mixed up with the months these days, they're going so fast. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying using this. And we'll be doing another look with it tomorrow. So let's leave that there for now. Actually, no, we've got to put a lipstick on. See, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let me go and find a lip here. I really like this Kylie one. It's in the shade Kristen, so I'll just use that as well, so it will stay on the lips a while. I'm really liking that, guys. I absolutely love this lipstick. I've got another one from this range in the shade Ginger. It's okay, but this one is really, really nice. Right, now then, what we'll do is we'll go through the haul. So the haul is not a big one, like I said at the start of the video, and that's why I'm doing it this way rather than doing a separate video. So we're gonna go to Home Bargains first. So I bought this a while ago. Well, I say a while ago, probably 2 weeks ago. It's the Collection Cleansing Spray in the watermelon scent. It says it quickly cleanses hands and cleans makeup brushes. Right, so it says it's watermelon, right? And it does have a watermelon scent, but for the most part it has a alcohol scent. So I wouldn't completely agree that it's a really nice watermelon scent. But I mean, it's there if you do smell it. But yeah, it's good to switch your makeup brushes with it and get the colour off, so that you're not putting it on your harsh makeup switcher. So I do like it for that. I did go back to see if they had any more because I wanted a couple more bottles as backup, but they didn't. In my local Home Bargains, when you see things you have to grab them. So speaking of grabbing things, so that's Collection, and so I got the that spray about 2 weeks ago, and these products I got yesterday. I'm actually wearing both of them today because I wanted to test them out and let you guys know what I thought of them. I didn't need another foundation, but I saw this, guys. So it's the Collection Lasting Perfection Weightless Foundation, 16-hour wear, flawless weightless coverage, and it is in the shade Cool Ivory 1. So I presume it's the lightest foundation that they do. So their claims are flawless weightless coverage. I agree with that completely. It's almost like a skin tint, and then it lasts up to 16 hours. I don't know about that because I've not had it on 16 hours. At this point I've probably had it on about 2 or 3 hours. And then it minimises imperfections. Let's have a look how the skin is looking. Well, yeah, I guess it does, but I would need to carry on using it to give you a full review of it. That's what its claims are, and it just says use with lasting perfection concealer. It says use with lasting perfection concealer and powder for the ultimate in long lasting wear. Shake well before use, and it's got the normal 30ml. So I got that for £1, guys, £1. I could not leave it there. I was saying to Naomi as well, I don't need a new foundation. I've got, like, in my base drawer, I've got a crate and the foundations are overflowing in that crate, so I can't really get any more foundations or BB creams or CC creams or anything like that because it's purely full, and if it gets any fuller it's going to stop my drawer opening. But this was £1, guys. I couldn't leave it there for £1, and it was my shade. It's very, very rare that they have my shade in foundation there, so I picked that up. And then I picked this up as well because it looked really, really interesting, and I've never used one before. So it's Collections Incredibrow Brow Primer. Let me know if you've used a brow primer and what you think. I don't really know what to think of this. I'm wearing that today as well. I didn't use my brow soap. So I didn't use my brow soap that I've been using. I've been using the Jason Wu one. I just thought I would put this on and then put a brow gel over the top. And yeah, I'm liking it, but I don't know if it makes a huge difference. I need to look into the claims of that. Let's see if we can do it together. Collection. I mean, I've never even seen that in my local Boots. Incredibrow Brow Primer. I just want to know what the claims are of it. Right, so on Just My Look it's only £2, so it's not really expensive there either. But Just My Look, their prices are really good as well. And normally they have like a description on their website, so let's see what it says. Right, so it's saying it was £3.95. Summary. Okay, so here we go. Collection Incredibrow Brow Primer Clear. 2 grams is a nutrient-rich universal brow primer which promotes volume and extends brow colour. Enriched with vitamin B5, jojoba oil, wheat protein and vitamin E, it smooths and conditions the brows, priming them for a smoother colour application. It can be used before your daily brow tints or powders for a smoother application, or overnight to help nourish and condition brows. Cruelty-free and vegan-friendly. Right, so what I think I'm going to do, instead of using it every day, I think I'm going to use it overnight, because I do use brow soap normally, and then I'll report in a month's time and let you know if they're any better, if they feel any better. But what I do like about it is that it smooths and conditions the brows, and it promotes volume. So let's see if it does promote volume. So that's that. What else do we have here? Right, so I told you about those 3 products. So as you know, if you've been watching my channel recently, I recently got my hair cut, and it needs a wash at the moment, but yeah, I recently got it cut and I don't like it. And the mousse that I was using was making it all crispy, and I was coming to the end of the mousse anyway, so I thought I would go into Boots and get a new one. And they've got so many good products for curly girl hair, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's very, very expensive. I will be buying a few products, hair serums, and seeing if that helps. All the mousses kept saying for extra volume. I don't need extra volume. My hair is very voluminous as it is. And I came across this one, this Schwarzkopf Got To Be Twisted Curling Mousse for crazy styles. Now, I used to use a Schwarzkopf one and I loved it, and I can't find it anywhere. It was part of the Got To Be range, like this one. So this is what made me pick this one up. And it says it defines curls, it's frizz control, and it has a bouncy hold, which frizz control I definitely need on my hair. And then it shows a different style of curls down here. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. And then this one says it's got to be twist the styles of styling and enjoy being frizz free for up to 96 hours. So that's a bold, bold claim, isn't it, guys? With our first customised styling range specifically designed for different types of curls, the Got To Be Twisted Curling Mousse defines your curls. When I'm drying my hair, I use my diffuser and I use it on a very cool heat anyway, the coolest one that you can get. So heat damage really isn't a problem. Then it just says how to use, I mean we all know how to use mousse, but it says shake hand well before using, distribute into your hand, work through towel dried hair and style as desired. And then for the tip it says for extra bounce, blow dry your hair upside down using a diffuser whilst scrunching your curls. So we're going to check this out, guys. If you've got curly hair like me, I'll let you know my thoughts probably in a month's time, and we'll see if it's any good. I really hope it is. I got this one was in the sale I think for £3.50, and I think it's normally about £6. So yeah, I thought I'd pick that up because I need a new one. Now we're going to move over to, no actually we'll move over to Pastel Roses, and then I've got one thing to talk to you about Influenster. As you know guys, I was devastated when I broke my Hypnosis single eyeshadow by Pastel Roses. One, it was a multi-chrome. If it would have been a duochrome or one of their pressed shadows, I really wouldn't have minded because they're cheap enough to replace, but multi-chromes are between £13 and £15. And it's really expensive, especially as you've had that eyeshadow before, and if you hadn't broken it you could have probably got a different shade. So I ended up picking that up, and you can't just pick one up, you can't justify just picking one up because you need to allow for the shipping. Speaking of shipping guys, I feel like Pastel Roses are going to have to put theirs up soon. I think shipping on Pastel Roses to the UK is just over £3, and then I looked at the box here and it says it cost £4.35. But yeah, it says £4.35. Anyway, I did only get 2 shades, so they didn't send me a free gift this time around, which is absolutely fine. You can't get a free gift every single time, but I would have liked a free eyeshadow. Anyway, these are the 2 singles I got. I don't feel like I want to show you them like just up close and personal like that, because if it drops it's going to break again. So let me get my palette, or palette should I say. Right, so we've got 2 palettes here that I've got my Pastel Roses shades in. We've got this custom made one that I recently made that the video has gone up today so I can show it to you. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not too sure about this shade here though guys. That shade is called Pixie, and I'm not 100% sure I like it. This one and this one down here, this green, this one is one of the press shades. Let me just position it. It's in the shade Hawaii. I don't know, they came and they were like wet. The formula was wet. I only noticed it on the Pixie shade just because it's such a beautiful shade. Next day I swatched Hawaii as well, and that's the same formula, so I'm guessing it's a formula, and I don't know if I like it. The rest of the eyeshadows are kind of like flaky, which I really do like. I mean, but the older ones aren't flaky either, so maybe these eyeshadows are just the older formula that they used before they started going into that flakes formula. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I want to do is take this Hawaii one out and put it in this palette that I've got. So this has got the most of my Pastel Roses in it. So that's what it's looking like. It did have a lot more in it, but I've got some in there like I said. And then this one here is from Unique Beauty. I've got nowhere to put that, so let me just take Hawaii out. So I put Hawaii in there because I didn't think I was going to get Hypnosis as soon as I did, but I can put Hypnosis back now, so Hawaii can just go here. Yeah, it's looking really good. I mean, just in this palette alone we've got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Pastel Roses, and then we've got 15, 16, 17, 19 in total. No, 20, because I've just bought this one in the shade Teal. So I'll show you that one first because that's going in this palette as well. And this one is just one of their normal pressed shadows as well, but this one is more on the flaky side. So that's that one. I think I'll swatch these new shades for you. I've done Hawaii before when I did the last Pastel Roses haul. So that's Hawaii. I'll do a couple of swatches. Yeah, it just feels wet guys to the touch. Then we've got Teal. Teal doesn't because it's quite flaky. but they get everywhere, these flaky ones. So that's those two new ones. I don't think anything else is going in this palette. And then, I need to be extra careful now. This one is Hypnosis. And I don't really need to swatch it, do I? Because you've seen this so many times on my channel. So they just put one of them over the top so it doesn't break. And let's put that back there in its home. So that's it there. I'm going to swatch it anyway. Look at that, guys. Oh, I'm so glad to have it back. That's that one there. And I need to wipe this off. Right, and I'm going to do this Pixie one for you. It is pretty. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty. I think it's because it's one of the pastels. It just isn't the most pigmented. And I'm a little bit disappointed with it, if I'm being honest. Because I bought it to maybe go over a yellow. And if I put that over a yellow, you're just not going to see it. So that's them there. I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm hoping you can see them quite well. This one, Hypnosis, is definitely one of my favourites. Yeah, we're building the collection quite well. Right, so I've had to put just normal batteries in the light. I think my rechargeables are going. I've had them years at this point. So these are the rechargeables. Not that you're interested, but they're the rechargeables. I use the Duracell ones. And I think I'm going to have to replace that. It's either those or the charger that's going. But as I was saying, I feel like we're getting a really good collection now in the Pastel Roses eyeshadows. I want them all, mate. Well, I want them all within like the shades that I do like. I don't really like the darker shades that they do. But yeah, I've got quite a good collection. Like I said, I've got 20 of them now. They're the shades there. So I'll be pulling this one out in the next Shop My Stash that we do in a couple of weeks. So that's that. And then there's one more thing that I want to talk to you about. It's the Influenster package that I got. And I wasn't expecting to get this campaign just because they've sent me so many things to try in the last couple of months. I did put a short up about it, so if you want to check that out, you can. I wanted to come on camera because I've been trying it the last, I would say, 4 or 5 days at this point, and I'm really enjoying it. Laboratories Filorga Optimize Intensive Revitalizing 3-in-1 Eye Contour Cream. It smells absolutely gorgeous. It's not heavily scented, but it smells really nice. It's really bougie, guys. It comes in this frosted glass bottle, what looks like that, and then you twist the cap and it just comes up. It's just really nice. I'm really lucky to have this, and I was saying to Naomi and to Karen, I don't think I would spend the amount of money that they're asking for this. It's £44 on Look Fantastic, and I'm changing my mind over every use that I use it. I don't know if I could bring myself to spend that amount of money on an eye cream, but your eye area you really do need to look after. So if I was going to spend that amount of money somewhere, then it would be on the under eyes, just because obviously, so you do age there first, and it needs to be taken care of. So yeah, I'm really happy that Influenster and Filorga sent me this. Really happy to try it. You do get 15 mils. I'll be happy to report back. I'll be happy to do the review for Influenster. It says that it lasts 6 months. It won't last 6 months. This is the only one I'm using at the moment, and then I've got 2 other drugstore eye creams which are open, but I do use them day and night, so they'll all get used. But yeah, I'm really happy to use it. You can tell it's bougie with the packaging inside. But yeah, I mean, I think this is my first high-end eye cream that I've used. I can't remember using another high-end eye cream. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what I got from Influenster in a video, rather than just put it in a shorts. And I think that's everything, guys. I don't think there is anything else, and that's why I decided to put it on the end of this video. So please join me tomorrow for day 2 look tea. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing day 2, look 2, with the beautiful Pat McGrath Labs Rose Decadance palette. It is stunning. I went a bit dark in yesterday's look. Today I think I'm just going to use this palette alone. Maybe with a shade from the Urban Decay Naked as brow bone highlight. But I think I want to go on with that shade again just as a crease shade. So that one was what again? Peach Dusk. And I really want to use this one down here, this like copper burnt orange, and that one's called Scandalous. So let's just get into it. It's going to be a really simple look. I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Naked Basics first though, and I'm just going to go in with Foxy, that one there. Mirror. And that's done. So I don't know if I'm going to be using that palette again, but we'll use this Anastasia. Actually, it's not. Yeah, we'll use this Anastasia brush. Hopefully it won't be too... Oh, it is pretty pigmented. Let's start off in the outer V. Now I'd say that is more of a red toned rather than a peachy toned eyeshadow. It looks more orange in the pan than it's pulling on the lids. Right, that looks nice. So that just looks like that. And I'll do the same for the left eye. So I'm going to go in just in the outer V first this time and take it through the crease. So most of the colour is packed on the outer V. There isn't too many mattes, but it is only a £6 palette, so really there's not a lot for me to do. So I'm going to use this one by itself and then this gold tomorrow, and then we'll be done with the palette. So just 3 days, 3 looks. Yeah, that looks good. I think what I'm going to try with this shade here, what shade is it? Scandalous. I'm going to try and go in with a flat pack inside first and see how it looks on the brush. Seems to be picking up really well. Yeah, it's picking up well, but not to how I want it. So I'm just going to go in with a thin layer. And then we'll go in with the finger. Yeah, I definitely need to go in with my ring finger. That's how pigmented it is. A lot of people are saying that this palette isn't that good. On first impressions, I like it, guys. I've said this from the beginning. It's not really a palette I would have chosen for myself, but it is really, really pretty. This shade I'm using all over the lid is super soft. Right, so in a corner, so we're just going to go in with that pink champagne again. With a bit more of that other shade for here. Okay, lash line. I think I'm going to go in with this shade here, this quite red, and that one is called Ritualistic Rose. And again, I wouldn't say that's a rose shade, I would say it's more burgundy. Right, and then we've got some mascara to put on. So I'm just going to put Essence the False Lashes on. Done with the palette now. Till tomorrow. And then we've just got a lipstick. I'm constantly wearing red, but I'm drawn to a red for this look. I'm just going to use the same one I used yesterday. I really enjoyed using this. It's the Tanya Bear Christmas stocking I got in a Christmas advent calendar. Right, and then I'll just add a tiny bit more of Scandalous. Just press it on. That's a beautiful eyeshadow. It's kind of a mix between a copper and a burnt orange. Yeah, we've only got one eyeshadow left to use, and that shade is, see when it's in the palette, Golden Honey. So that's the one I'll be using tomorrow, probably with this and this. And then I'll be able to do a review at the end of this month and let you know my overall thoughts. But on first impressions, I really do like it, and I'm glad to have it in the collection, guys. So this is the palette once again, and this is day 2 look 2. So thank you for joining me, guys, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 look 3. Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're doing day 3 look 3 with the beautiful Pat McGrath Rose Decadance palette, which just looks like this. Absolutely stunning. So the only shade that I need to be using today to complete the looks that I've done is this one here. That one is called Golden Honey. So we're just going to get into it. My battery is going like crazy, so it's going to go any second. So let me put some, I'm just going to go into my Too Faced chocolate bar and put some white chocolate on. Set my base. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to go in with that one again, Peach Dusk. All pigmented. Right, then I'll go back in with a little bit more of white chocolate just for the brow bone. I feel like I just want to make this look really simple today, guys. Just like a 2 eyeshadow look. But we've used all the shades anyway, so we don't have to keep going in with them. I really only want to test this Golden Honey out, which I'm going to put on now. It's a little bit flaky, I would say, not as smooth as this one down here. So let's just see how it applies. It's applying nice. So it's not a bad little palette, this, guys. It's really nice. And now let's get a lash line brush one here. Back in with this same shade here. I think it's called Peach Dusk. And then I want to go in with Pink Champagne, which is just that one there. Let's get some mascara on. Oh, there it is. I thought I'd lost it. So it's just Essence of False Lashes, the usual. Okay, let's grab a lipstick. So my lips are feeling a bit chapped today, so I feel like I want to go in with this Lifted Gloss by Maybelline. It's in the shade Petal. And does it have a number on it? 005 Petal. They smell absolutely yummy, guys. And then the last thing, the icing on top of the cake, as I call it, is to go back in with that shade there. Yeah, guys, I've really enjoyed using this palette the last 3 days. I'm not going to talk too much about it, just purely because at the end of July we'll be doing a rundown of all the palettes I've used in July. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful packaging, so look out for the review I do. But yeah, this concludes the last look. Let me know which look you like the best, 1, 2 or 3. This is the overall look. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. It really does help get my channel out there, and I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.